What's up, guys? Welcome to gootalks number 29. My name is gootecks, and it is a fine Monday evening, Monday night, if you will, here in beautiful Southern California. It has been so long since we've talked, since I've seen you guys, but I gotta tell you, I miss you guys, and I have to apologize. You know, it's been a long time since I've done this show, and it's just been really crazy. You know, I've had to do a lot of thinking, I've had to do a lot of soul searching and really kind of think about what is gootecks's purpose in the FGC? What is it that gootecks can do bigger and better than anybody else? And I had to really think about it, you know. The community has grown so much since I first started doing what I'm doing in 2008. And of course I have all of you guys to thank for that, as well as the rest of the community for even giving a shit one way or the other about the things that I do and try to put together. So in my absence, you know, I've really tried to think about, well, what can I do better than anything else, anybody else in this community? What can I really bring to the table? And, you know, I think I have it figured out. And I think I have a very solid plan. You know, I don't really want to go too much in detail about the plan because you guys will just have to stay tuned and see it unfold over the next several months and or years. But, of course, I have to say that the first component of that is, of course, bar fights. Bar Fights is coming up this Sunday, December 23rd, right here in beautiful downtown Los Angeles. It's going to be a charity event. You can bring a game to get in and come chill and play and watch the matches. You are going to need to bring $5 or an old game that you don't play. And what happens to this old game, you might ask? And I say that we are going to give these old games to donategames.org, and they are going to distribute said games to sick kids in hospitals. Now, if you ask me, right, I don't really play a lot of games, but I'll tell you what, if I were in the hospital and I was a kid and I was sick or I had some sort of terminal disease and somebody gave me a copy of Street Fighter IV Vanilla or Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and I played with the kid next to me, you better believe I'm gonna stay alive as long as I need to in order to get good enough to beat the shit out of that kid next to me. So that's pretty much what I'm trying to put together here. I mean, you know, it's the day before Christmas Eve, and I feel like it's so close to Christmas and the holidays that, you know, we just got to do a charity thing, you know, because as much as we like to bicker amongst each other and fight amongst ourselves, when it all comes down to it, you know, we're doing okay, and there are people that are far less fortunate than ourselves that don't have it as good as we do. So, you know, the holidays are a nice time to try to put a little spotlight on those people and do what we can do to help, especially these kids, you know. I mean, when I was younger, I didn't have a console. Oops, sorry. The battery, all right. It's back, I know there we go. When I was young, I didn't have a console, you know, that's probably why I'm so into Street Fighter and the arcade scene. But, you know, if you live in the SoCal area and you want to come down and play some games, play some casuals, watch some great exhibition matches, hang out with me and a few other guys, and bring a game to donate to some of the kids, that would be fantastic. And I'm sure that they would greatly appreciate it. Because, dude, if we get like 50, 60, 100 games, man, there will be so many kids that will just be like, you know what? Fuck cancer. Fuck whatever, leukemia. Fuck all this shit. Fuck the whole thing. I am just going to stay alive long enough to learn how to play this game and beat this kid's ass. Oh, shit. Oh, we might have to cut this short. Is there an open... Sorry, I got Infrit and Helix coming down to do some commentary on the last bar fights match, which unfortunately, I don't know if I told you guys, but there's no, there was a problem with the audio, so there's no audio. So these guys are just going to come down and do commentary on the match. Sorry. This may be a short show. Anyways, okay. Oh, shit. Okay, he's calling. Hold on, 1 second. Hello? Hey. Okay. Like, if you already made your way into guest parking. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. If you can't find street parking, then go to the lobby. Go to the lobby, which is on. All right, sorry, haha, we're back. Anyways, man, I'm just gonna get straight down into it, right? So this past weekend was the Arcade Relief tournament at Family Fun Arcade over in the San Fernando Valley, and I want to give a quick shout out to Family Fun Arcade, the owner, Ralph, who's an amazing guy, as well as Level Up and Mike Watson from Super Arcade, who put together a great event. This event was so good. There were hundreds of people. This arcade was so packed. I hadn't seen it this packed since the World Championships of Third Strike back in 2004. The entire place was packed. There was Street Fighter, Marvel 2. There was almost Third Strike, but unfortunately, we got shut down by the police. The police shutting down a charity event. They were doing a 24-hour stream to raise money for Ralph, the owner, who is, without question, one of the unsung heroes of the fighting game community. For those of you guys that don't know, don't understand the history or the ginormosity of Family Fun Arcade, what you have to understand is that from, let's say, the time that Southern Hills Golfland closed, which was 2001, 2002, up until maybe around the time Street Fighter 4 came out in summer of 2008, Family Fun Arcade was the home of the finest Third Strike players in the country. And so much good came out of that arcade, it's ridiculous. I have to first say that were it not for Family Fun Arcade and the people that I met, the competition that was there, were it not for Family Fun Arcade, there would certainly be no gootecks. There would be no gootecks, there would be no cross counter, there would be no bar fights, there would not be any of the work, there wouldn't be no Ask Dr. Sub-Zero, there would not be any of this stuff if it were not for Family Fun Arcade. So it's really sad that things had to go like this, and it's especially sad that the police had to come down and rain on our parade, but that just goes to show how many people were there at the arcade. That, I mean, there were people in the parking lot, and I don't know, the neighbors were like, oh, there's a bunch of hoodlums in the parking lot. Fuck all of that. Fuck all of that. We are not hoodlums, we're just a bunch of dudes that enjoy beating each other's asses in video games. So unfortunately, the Third Strike tournament didn't quite last as long, aka it didn't actually start. But hey, whatever. We're gonna run it back on Friday. Friday, of course, you may know as the end of the world. Apparently, we're all gonna die. I don't know. I don't really know what the story is on that, but I'm pretty sure that as long as I stay inside on Friday and don't really go anywhere until the evening, I'll be able to make it to the end of the world Third Strike tournament at Family Fun Arcade. I'm sure there's going to be singles and there's going to be teams, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm really looking forward to that because, you know, Family Fun Arcade could not go out without a proper Third Strike tournament. Will it be streamed? I don't know. I mean, I have the gear here to stream it, but it's a desktop. I don't know if I have all the audio gear with which to do that. Why would Viscant snitch? I'm pretty sure he wasn't even there. Who's coming to visit? Infrit and Helix from LXG are coming to visit. They're going to be doing a commentary on Infrit's match from the last bar fights last month. There could easily be no Third Strike tournament, no stream. LXG, of course, is the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I believe they stream on Tuesday nights. You can check them out at twitch.tv/infrit12, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Kravit3 says, okay, and I'm going to get into the Capcom Street Fighter 25th anniversary stuff quickly. The tournament a couple weekends ago in San Francisco was really, it was really amazing on a lot of levels. You know, there was so much buildup. There were, you know, tournaments around the world. There was Infrit versus, I mean, excuse me, why do I have a fucking Infrit on the brain? Because he's probably coming up the stairs. But it was Daigo versus Infiltration, and you know, Infiltration beat Daigo's ass at EVO, and it's like 25th anniversary tournament. This is something that, of course, probably meant more to Daigo than anybody else. And so Daigo trained his ass off, had some new strategies. He had a new strategy, which was Forward Fierce, which is the solar plexus strike, as well as a new technique for throwing fireballs without the other guy knowing, which maybe had something to do with negative edge. But basically, what it came down to was Daigo versus Infiltration in winners finals, and Daigo beat his ass 3-0 in winners finals. It was crazy. And then afterwards, Infiltration had to fight Fudo, beat Fudo barely by the skin of his teeth, and then came back to sweep Daigo 6-0. 6-0 in the grand finals. What the hell? It was incredible. Infiltration walked away with $25,000 for Street Fighter 4, and then $25,000 for beating Tokido in Cross Tekken, and a new car, which apparently he doesn't even have a license to drive, and it's on the wrong side of the road in Korea. Oh my God, end of an era. You know, we can talk about the Mayans and the 21st being the end of the world, but from my understanding, the 21st is just the end of a cycle, and when you look at the cycle, it is coming to an end. I mean, the era of Japanese dominance in fighting games looks like it's over. And it looks like Korea is the New Japan and is here to beat some ass. It also kind of ushers in the era of esports, right? You know, Infiltration won more money in one day than any fighting game player has ever won in one day. And that, you know, that is commendable. You know, so I salute Infiltration and laugh for, you know, their dedication to just being ridiculously good at this game. So going forward, you know, there's a lot of changes here at Cross Counter, and I'm making some moves that will mean an expansion of the Cross Counter YouTube channel. So what I'm looking for is content producers that will produce content that is stuff like tutorials for Marvel and Street Fighter and all these other fighting games, Tekken, everything that's relevant. I want, if you are a content producer and you want to get the exposure that only the Cross Counter channel can bring right now, because last I checked, we're still the largest fighting game channel on the interwebs. Feel free to hit me up, gootecks at crosscounter.tv. Yeah, I mean, hey, you guys, if you guys were watching the tournament, or if you guys have been paying attention lately, yeah, Mike Ross and Combo Fiend are now with IPL and Capcom respectively. So now both of those organizations have very extremely smart, talented people in their camp now. So that's great. Anyways, let's do some questions in a little bit. Let's do some questions quickly, and then I'm probably gonna have to run because Infrit and Helix are gonna be here. Cheeto0 says, would you have taken the job if Capcom offered it to you? One of these days, guys, you will know exactly why that didn't happen. Rogondia09. Gootecks, will you ever working with Mike? Will you ever be working with Mike again? I don't think it's fair to us as fans to keep this stuff up in the air. A simple yes or no will suffice. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Zero OJ says, Gootecks might have the cute face, but what? What? Did I, it's because I didn't shave today, right? Like that's, right? Like they're telling me, hey, this is all I got, baby. Mike might have the cute face, but you, Gootecks, you have the attitude. I mean, you and Mike are the best combo ever. Why didn't IPL hire you both? Ask IPL. I'm an easy guy to get a hold of. Daroxa says, can one mail a game? Hey, you can send it straight to donategames.org and tell them that it's on the behalf of Bar Fights and Cross Counter. Haldian says, can we expect more Third Strike Revival in the future? Yes. Hey, Third Strike. There may be a Third Strike match at Bar Fights, actually. depending on a few things that may go down. I've been working on the main event all day. I've been working on the Street Fighter 4 sub-main event, team main event all day. I should have news for you guys tomorrow. Arturo asks, why didn't esports hire gootecks? Arturo, next time we hang out. Ryan Brandt 458 says, gootecks, what do you do when life is getting you down? I just wake up to a new day. Jojo Falcon says, gootecks, what do you do on your downtime? I work on the music industry. I work on pushing the live music streaming agenda, which will at some point coincide with the bar fights agenda. The plan, hey guys, since we're being honest with each other, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. I'm building bar fights to be what our crowd would do on a Friday or Saturday night. What are the components of what our crowd would like to do on a Friday or Saturday night? Component number 1, gaming. Component number 2, alcohol. Component number 3, watching some cool exhibition matches. Component number 4, did I already say alcohol? I'm gonna say music instead. And then component number 5, girls. So I'm getting all of that is the big picture. You guys can take that for what it's worth. I asked for this, says, hey gootecks, do you think fighting games will ever get to the point where we can turn on the TV and watch Justin versus Daigo? No. The reason that won't happen is because by the time that this gets big enough, TV will no longer be relevant. Kravit3 says, gootecks, any shakedown videos to come? No. No. Shakedown is on hiatus/dead, but I'm still pushing the live music agenda. Hold on. Yo. Sorry guys, Infrit and Helix just got here. Here, just come say. I was on the phone with you guys, and they were like, why do you do this to me? Why? What did we do? Yeah, say hello. Say hello. All right. They say hi. They say hi. They're like, oh/hi. Anyways, so what were we talking about? We were talking about shakedown and live music and all that stuff. So basically, I did a project with amazinglights.com. And you can check out the fruits of said labor's project, or said project's labor at, here, I'm gonna paste this in the chat. That's the first one, that's the second one, that's the third one. Shakedown at the moment is on hiatus or it's dead, so this is what you guys are gonna have to deal with in the meantime. But hey, we had a good run. I hope you guys liked it. Maybe we can do more in the future. I mean, to be honest, I'm working heavily on building relationships on that side of the entertainment spectrum, because how sweet would it be to do bar fights, and for those of you guys that don't live in LA, please excuse the venue references, but how sweet would it be to do bar fights at the Fonda or Exchange or the Avalon and have 1,000 people show up and then everybody plays some, we have fucking well, we can't say Infiltration versus Daigo, but we have Infiltration versus some other worthy contender, and, you know, Justin Wong versus some other worthy contender. And then after all that's said and done, then everybody's already drinking, and then we have some like relatively big name DJ spin, and then there's girls, and everybody gets fucked up, and everybody has a good time. It's like, oh my God, I love my rides. It was hard to spin. Anyways, guys, it was nice catching up. I should be back tomorrow. Today is Monday. Basically, all this week is dedicated to just entertaining you guys. So tomorrow, I got some shit lined up, and there'll be all kinds of good stuff coming down the channel. I got, if you guys want to check out the channel, there's a new tutorial, a new DJ tutorial from Black Skills, as well as you may have seen recently a Seth tutorial from Online Tony, as well as a Seth versus Cammy matchup tip. And I got I got some videos with Jace the Ace, who does a really a great anti-Rufus tutorial. But anyways, that about wraps it up. I'm going to plug Bar Fights again. Boom. Sunday, December 23rd. Bring a game that will be donated to sick kids in the hospital. Click that link down there, and that'll take you to the website for more information. Let's keep these kids alive, right? I want nothing more than for some kid to hit me on Twitter and be like, yo, gootecks, I didn't really care about Street Fighter before, but once I realized how overpowered Fei Long was, I'm gonna stay alive long enough to beat the shit out of the cancer kid next to me. Fuck that kid. That kid is such a dick. Fuck that guy. But now I'm alive and I'm better. Street Fighter, heal me, baby. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.